Urban agriculture supplies food to about 700 million city dwellers, 1/4 of the world's urban population. Nearly all the world's population growth between now and 2030 will be concentrated in urban areas in developing countries, so that by then almost 60% of people in developing countries will live in cities.
And so when I arrived here as a teacher, I always had the idea of wanting to eventually start a school garden. It was really just a question of when. And having that terrace space was great. It took a while to get going. I mean, for my first 2 years here, no one ever touched it. I don't think anyone ever went outside on it. I had talked to our old principal, Mr. Delage, about starting it. He was always very supportive. The idea was always there. It was just a matter of finding the right students to get that going, finding the money to get that going.
Urban agriculture is important in cities because it plays a major role in food security and nutrition. The World Bank estimates that 50% of poor people live in urban areas and have insufficient income to properly feed their families. Having urban farms and gardens will improve food intake by providing fresh, affordable produce to more than 800 million city dwellers. These urban gardens are the first step to solving world hunger.
Our action project consists of taking the old garden that was on the terrace last year that was made by Mr. Martin and a few of the students in MHS and completely redoing it with the hope of turning it into an urban garden using sustainable methods and practices. It'll have many purposes, but the main it will provide fruits and vegetables to our school community and will serve as a reminder that even a small group of kids can make a really big difference.
The reason why we wanted to do the garden as our action project is because we saw the potential that the garden had last year, but it didn't achieve its true purpose. So we just wanted to really take advantage of what we had to transform this garden into that the school community can use, and just to prove that kids or students can really make a difference, not only in a school, but hopefully we can contribute to something more.
So I think the experience of building a garden is really good for our school. It's going to give a lot of good things to the school. We're going to be able to grow veggies for free. We're going to be able to show different classes that we can build stuff, and we're going to show them how to grow organic food.
Everyone thought of the garden and the action project at our school, we decided to create a survey online and then go around to each classroom from 7 to 12 and have them do that survey to then get a better sense of what they all thought of it. Je suis Victoria, je suis en 11e avec vous seul. Puis comme vous savez, on travaille avec la terrasse et tout pour vous seul. Donc si ça vous va, si vous avez vos cellulaires ou des ordi, de faire un sondage rapidement pour mon projet. Cool. All right, merci.
We're just looking at the results of the poll that Victoria just conducted downstairs a few minutes ago for a few classes of grades 7 to 12. Here are some of the reactions and feedback that we received.
So there were a lot of kids that said that they have seen the garden and that they really think it's a great idea and it shows great initiative. But they really think that that it will be able to benefit them in a really good way by giving people food and by serving as a great reminder that one, Bussard is capable of doing very innovative new things that can be brought to our school and that's very environmental. which has been great feedback so far for this project extra.
Bring clothes.
So I'm just going to read you a fact, and then I'm going to ask you a couple questions about that fact. So this year alone, more than 9 million Canadian children aged 5 and under will die needlessly, and all due to hunger-related issues. But if every household in Canada took the time to grow a vegetable garden using sustainable methods and had at least 7 to 9 different types of vegetables, that number would be reduced to a third of what it is today. So what are your thoughts on what I just told you?
Well, it's very shocking, but at the same time it's kind of understandable. It's hard to notice that there is a grave problem in our society, and I wish that more people would do something just to make a little difference, and it could change everything, honestly. It could help a lot of problems, not only to humans, but our biodiversity and ecosystems.
I think it's kind of ridiculous that the number is so high. You'd figure, like, with all the technology and stuff that we have now, we'd have this figured out, but yet, like you just said, we don't.
And do you think that the garden that we're growing on the terrace could make a difference or could mean something for our school?
Definitely. Well, you could definitely use that money that you can. I know you guys already start selling those vegetables and stuff. So if you use that money for either yourselves, like the program to grow, or even send some of it to like those charities and stuff.
That could mean that our school is doing its part in stopping world hunger. And I mean, we saw a documentary when someone was like, anyone who thinks one country can feed the world, they're wrong. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but at the same time, if everyone did a little bit, it could help.
By retaking the garden as our action project, we are taking our school to new, innovative heights. We'll be able to use the garden goods grown directly by the students of the school. We're able to repurpose unused space to achieve bigger things, but most importantly, we're setting the foundation for all the younger generations towards a more eco-friendly and innovative community at our school.